Hi, boys and girls. We just read a book called Pond Circle, which was all about a food chain and how it started with a plant that then went to a herbivore that was followed by carnivores and omnivores all the way around to the end. We know that eventually this coyote would die and then it would decompose and its nutrients would go back into the soil, which would help with the plant, which would start the cycle all over again. So, in making a food chain, that's exactly what we're going to start with today. We're going to get your items where you have some pink strips like this, and then you have some images of all the animals that were in our story today. You're going to cut out those animals and plants and put them on one of the strips. Then you'll need to link them all together to make your own food chain. So, of course, I started with my algae on one of the strips and I turned it into a circle. I used tape to hold my circle together, but of course you could use glue. And when I was looking for the word algae, I knew it was an a-l-g, which that A and E is very confusing in the order that it is, but there are some words that just don't make sense. Then, who ate the algae? We knew it was the mayfly nymph. So we put the picture of the mayfly nymph, and I found the mayfly nymph words to label her with, because we know that scientists label their items to help others get the information. Then we knew it was the water beetle that ate the mayfly nymph, and here's our water beetle word. Then we knew it was the bullfrog who ate the water beetle and enjoyed that very much. And then here was our word bullfrog, which of course was a compound word because we have bull right there and frog. Put it together and you got bullfrog. And then of course our garter snake made a tasty meal out of the bullfrog. So here's our picture of our garter snake. And I found the garter snake words to help label him. And then our skunk ate our friend, the garter snake. And then it was our great horned owl who came down and attacked the skunk. And here are my words, great horned owl. Oh, my chain's got a little bit stuck. There we go. Then the raccoon came along and ate the great horned owl's eggs. So there's not going to be any great horned owls following in their mother or father's footsteps anytime soon. And then finally, a coyote came along and made a tasty meal out of that raccoon. So what I did was I linked them all together to make a food chain or an energy chain where one item gave energy to the next so that all could survive. So there you have your food chain, and then you'll be able to tell your family about how our story started in Anna's pond and ended at the other end with him howling at the moon to wake Anna up. All right, my friends, here's your food chain. Here's your supplies with your images and your labels. Put them all together, and you too can have a food chain where energy gets passed from one to the other. Okay, friends, chain it up.